Hello and welcome everyone to yet another session of Homepath. Homepath Firefly is not just an app, it's a game changer in the world of homeopathic software. Packed with features, it offers a vast database of repertories, remedies, materia medica, clinical books, and therapeutics. Apart from this, supported by an intelligent search function, we offer two versions of this application: Hompath Firefly and Hompath Firefly Prime. Both have almost same features, except in Hompath Firefly Prime, we are having two more repertories like Jeremy shares and the new COVID repertory. There is one more very beautiful application for the mobile phones, iPads, tablets, that is Zomeo mobile application. This application is available in both Android and iOS versions. It comprises of more than 30 standard repertories, including our very favorite complete repertory, and has the features as on the screen. For more details on the differences, please connect to our technical team. So let's start with the session. We will be talking about mainly five options. First, case management system. Second, repertorization and its filters with potency selection. Third, the library section dealing with academics. Fourth, remedy section dealing with the information about remedies. And fifth, the all section wherein you can see all the above sections at one place along with other three useful and important sections. These are utility, academics, and the most fascinating and colorful section of useful tips. So let's start with these sessions one by one. The first section is case management. You can safely store patient data and prescription within the app and access vital information with this feature. As you open the application with the screen shared in front of you, the first is about the details of the patient. We can start recording the details of the patient by clicking on the name of the patient. There is a plus icon on the bottom of the screen. Herein, when you click on this option, you will be able to enter the details of the patient. Say the name of the patient is Mr. Rohan. We type Mr. Rohan. We can select the gender. We also have an option for diagnosis where, say for example, this patient has come to you for cold and cough. We click on cough and don't forget to select the option done. Doing so, you also have to save the same by clicking on the save option on the top of the screen. So now friends, we have successfully registered the patient. And now we can go ahead and write down the details of the case by clicking on the three vertical dots on the right side of the screen. As you click on the option, you have further two options, that is follow-up and case record. We select the case record, and this way you get into the entire details of the patient by again clicking on the same plus icon at the bottom of the screen. You can even select the calendar, and based upon the date that you select, the patient registration information will be feeded. Say we will go with today's date, and this way you can consider writing the specific symptoms of the case. Say for example, the chief complaint is respiration. This patient is coming to you for the sensation of cough and cold, which is having a recurrence. So let's say the patient has dry cough, and this problem is mostly in the mornings. Don't forget to save this by clicking on the save option. Similarly, you can even see the whole case record at one place by clicking on the full case option. You also have an option to quickly edit anything that you want to do in this case. Say, for example, this patient has a lot of anxiety. So we type anxiety and also has fear of dark. So we write down fear of darkness. We go back and we can see the full case details at one place again. So this way you get to record the entire details of the patient and about the recurrent cold and cough. As we have finished with entering the case details, let us start with the repertorization of the case. The second section is the repertorization section. As you can see, this is the second option in our screen where you can repertorize the same. The layout of the repertories in this section is such that you can choose the most standard repertories at the top. You can choose from popular ones like Kent's repertory, Borik's repertory, our Jeremy Share's repertory, and the very new COVID repertory by Hompath. Each repertory is divided into sections. Say, for example, we are clicking on the Kent's repertory, that is the first repertory we have. Each repertory is divided into sections based on different aspects of health and symptoms. Common sections include mind, vertigo, head, eye, etc. So these are alphabetically organized, and Homepath Firefly provides the search option to quickly locate specific rubrics. You can search by keywords by clicking on the search icon on the right of the screen, where internal search allows you to search any symptom in the case. Say we type of the first option in our case, that is anxiety in the mind chapter. As I click on anxiety, you get to see more than 500 rubrics, 542 to be specific. You can select any of the rubrics by clicking on the right click on the right of the screen. Say I want to go with the second rubric which has the highest number of remedies inside. The blue tick will appear highlighted as soon as you click on this rubric. On the top of the screen on the right side, there is this colorful box which is nothing but our repertorization table. You can access the same after you had entered all the rubrics. Now let's take another rubric, that is fear of dark. As you click on this fear or dark, I get to see total 3 symptoms. Now it's up to you of which symptoms you want to take. You can also change the word by fear of dark in case if you want to edit the same. I go on to the second option and highlight this symptom. You can also go back and select the same symptom from all the repertories, to be specific 13 in this case. This is known as external search. As you see on the main menu on the top of the right side of the screen, there is this search icon. As you click on the same, you will be directed to the rubrics from all the repertories. To be specific, in this case, there are 7 rubrics, not only from Kent's but also from Borik and Fata. You can now choose them from all the 3 repertories as well. Say, I want it from Kent's, I want one from Borik's, and also Patak's in this case. So now I have selected 3 rubrics from 3 repertories. I would also like to select the symptom of cold and cough. So now I have typed cough and cold and have got more than 100 rubrics, to be specific 117 in this case. And I select the second rubric which has the highest number of remedies, that is 78. So now let's go and check what is the repertorization by clicking on this colorful box on the right side of the screen. So my friends, this is how our repertorization sheet looks. You can see on the left we have selected 5 symptoms and there are total 221 remedies. Stramonium being the leading in the same. Below are the gradations, and also you can see that the symptoms are arranged as per the totality and symptoms covered. We will need to filter out the unnecessary ones from this 221, isn't it? Now, this can be done very beautifully from the three dots in the screen. As you click on these three dots, we will be able to see all the filters in our software. Because of the time bound and also the demo session to be less, we will be only concentrating on two filters today. That is the property filter and the cross filter. We will be giving you a detailed training for the same after you have purchased the application, and we have a dedicated team for the training of the same. So let's say how can we drill down this option with the same. Let's go with the first option of property filters. As a homeopathic doctor, we need to see so many things in our patient. Say, for example, the stage of the patient, thermal state, thirst of the patient, etc. So we go on clicking on the relevant options in our case. Say this patient has this chronic cough, is having hot thermal state, and is also thirstless. So from the 221 remedies that our software has selected, we will be drilling down the remedies as per these three parameters. And what do I see? The remedies which were 221 have now reduced to only 27. Now, isn't it fascinating, amazing to have no need to go and open any book physically or to search for the remedies? We have our patient in only these 27 remedies. But we need to still look further from the same, for which we go on and use another filter option, that is the cross filter. This is available in the section of rubric filter. As you click on the same, you need at least two symptoms for the cross repertorization. Say, for example, I am clicking on the anxiety, cough aggravation, and also fear of dark. As I click on these three symptoms, I get to see only one remedy. Similarly, you have an option to go back and to select only two rubrics so that you get more remedies in the same. Now we have 7 remedies in our list, where Carboveg, Lycopodium, and Carbo animalis are the ones in the descending order. Say, for example, I am not sure what is Carbo animalis about. I click on Carbo animalis and we can read everything about the same. For comparison, we also have a very fascinating feature on the right of the screen with the vertical three dots. By clicking on the same, we can add this remedy in the comparison list. Say, for example, I want to compare Carboveg with Carbo animalis. I go back to the option, click on the remedy, and add to compare. There is the second option of compare, where I can compare the two remedies side by side. Now look at this. You don't need to memorize any remedy. Both the remedies are together. We can even compare them as per the properties so that we can see the thirst, appetite, action, and thermal state. Going ahead, we also have a potency selector option. This option will not only calculate the potency, say in this case, if we want to take this age of the patient as adolescent, say the nutrition is good, and go on clicking the relevant option by clicking next, but it will also help to ensure the optimal selection of the potency. Say, in this case, we want to give a desired cure to the patient. Now look at this. This not only suggests the potency, but also the repetition. In case if you feel like going back or changing any of the parameters, you can do so by clicking on the start again. We also have an option to prescribe the remedy from the prescribe option here. Let us go back and see more details in what we have for the remedy. As we see this carbo vegetabilis, we also have little bit clinical tips given for the same. This is a shortcut for one of the options that we have in the all section. Carbo vegetabilis, if you want to compare and see it from another books that you have read, Say, for example, lectures of homeopathy or from body. We can also do the same by clicking on the materia medica. We also have a text to speech option on the right of the screen. By clicking on this sound option, you will be able to hear all the text which is there in front of you into a speech format.
We will take up the study of vegetable charcoal, carbo-veg. It is a comparatively inert substance made medicinal and powerful and converted into a great healing.
This is an on-go, very good tool so that you can hear the whole remedy while you're doing something else. Now, as you go to the prescribe option, you can prescribe the remedy by adding the name of it. All you have to do is write down the dosage. We have to write down the potency that you have selected from the potency selector, repetition, say once a day, for how many days you want to give, the prescription type, and don't forget to click on the add option on the top of the screen to save the prescription. When we click on this, all this data will be going up into the follow-up of the patient. To access the follow-up, all you need to do is just go back to the main menu by clicking on the back option and select on the follow-up. Say in this patient, we have selected the case record. Above that is the follow-up option. Just clicking on this follow-up option, you will be directed to the prescription for the same. You can also add any remedy, say for example Saclac, by just clicking on the add option. And this way, you can add as many remedies you want. You can even write a small note on the top of the screen, and below you can see the symptoms that you had selected. At a single click, you will be able to save all this data at one place. So, my dear friends, you saw how effortlessly we can browse through thousands of rubrics across the latest homeopathic repertoire in minutes. But this is not all. We can also record the precise rubrics with a single touch from our quick symptom record. This option is available on the all section that is at the last of the screen. When we scroll down in the repertory section, we have this quick symptom record. When you click on this option, it will display all the 33 options where you can select from one by one. Say, for example, the first option of disease conditions. When you click on this, you will be displayed with more than 200 disease conditions, a single click of which can check all the rubrics in the case. Say, for example, let's go to the fourth option of alopecia. As you click on alopecia, you will be able to see all the rubrics related to hair falling. And if you want to record all these rubrics from the different repertories that you see on the screen, all you need to do is click on the extreme right option at the bottom of the screen, record all. As you click on this, all the rubrics will be added into the repertorization. Similarly, we can go back and choose any ailment, modality pertaining to the body parts, organ, and system. Say, for example, the mind of the patient. The patient was very cautious while talking to you. So here we record all the rubrics. And as we go back into our repertorization sheet, we can see all the rubrics being added into the case. Now, isn't it amazing that you only have to go through this quick symptom record and it acts like an interface between the case record and the repertorization? We also have a similar section of COVID case record, which also is based on the same parameters. We can simply go ahead and enter the case just without writing or registering the patient. The rubrics of mind section also deals with the rubrics related to mental symptoms such as emotions, fears, delusions, etc. You can browse through the rubrics to find the specific mental symptoms you are looking for. Say, for example, the first rubric that we have is abandoned. Now, as you click on this option, you will be able to see the summary, meaning, explanation, and the important drugs that you may find in the same. It is so useful, especially when you're looking for the mind rubrics in the case. Let's go to the third section, that is library. With the Firefly Hompath, you can access the vast and latest library and materia medica books with philosophy, clinical therapeutics, etc. A comprehensive library searchable with an intelligent algorithms. You can search for any author and type the name. Say for example, if we are searching for Kent, you will be able to see all the books that are available in our software. On a single click, you will be also able to see the remedies and also have the voice option at the bottom of the screen. The next fourth option is remedy. This section deals with the detailed remedy information on over about 3000 remedies, including the keynotes, including the relations, properties, clinical tips, and group symptoms. You can even read them from different books at the same time by clicking on this option. Say, for example, if you want to look for the remedy, you will be able to see on the right side the compare option, and this option works in the similar way as we saw in the repertory section. You can even calculate the potency from this additional option. The fifth option is the all section. In this all section, it helps to serve as a centralized hub wherein users can access all the key features and functionalities of the application in one place. As you see the entire case details of Mr. Rohan, right from the case registration to case record to repertorization and the follow up at the same place. So you can now see the access of repertories, books, and remedies from either ways. Now we move on to the other three topics that we have discussed in the beginning. The first one being utility section. When we click on this option, you will be able to see patient instruction highlighted as the number one. As you click on the same, it deals with additional instructions or recommendations from the practitioner, such as lifestyle modification or self-care practices. You can access through more than 600 clinical conditions, in this case, to be specific, 604, coupled with valuable diet and nutrition tips to guide for your homeopathic practice. Number two is our diet and nutrition tips. This section has more than 70 clinical conditions with a cause and management approach to ensure that patients have all the information they need to support in their healing process effectively. Say for in this case of acidity, you can see that there are causes and also the signs and symptoms along with a proper dietary management. This enables the practitioner also that the patient is on the right track along with the medicines. Number three is our allopathic drug data. You can see and read more than 530 different compounds, dosages, side effects, and also the brands of the most commonly used allopathic medicines on a single click. Say, for example, ibuprofen, you will be able to see all the details along with the indication. This feature enables us to find out what are the side effects and contraindications of the said medicine. Number four is our mother tincture option. Firefly mobile application by Hompath also has a comprehensive suggestion of information about various mother tinctures, both internal and external conditions. You can access the same with the remedy and its description. Say, for example, if you're looking for anything in baldness, by clicking on baldness, you will be able to see the remedy and its description. The same way is for internal mother tinctures. Say, for example, if you are looking for something for diabetes, we all know that Syncytium jambolinum works the best. So, this is a suggestion guides in case if you want to refer more in mother tincture. Number five, prophylaxis. This section refers to the use of homeopathic remedies for the prevention of diseases of health conditions. As you can see, the alphabetic arrangement of more than 100 clinical conditions are systematically arranged. Say, for example, in the case of car sickness, these are the indicated remedies that you can give in your practice. Number 6 is therapeutic section. Keeping in mind the need to study on acute to chronic condition, this section was intelligently designed to cater the needs of our homeopathic practice. To enrich our clinical practice, we have included two eminent authors in therapeutics, that is Dr. Dewey and Lilienthus. This will help you in your diverse insights. You can access the same with the options below as per the organ and as well as the category. Say, for example, you want to see something in the ear. As you click on the option of ear, you will be getting all the remedies related to the affections of ears. Say belladonna, aconite, pulsatilla, and so on. The next module is academics. This section is mainly for students and faculties who want to quickly go back and read for the clinical examinations, important investigations, and also want to revise anything for the same from BHMS first. Even we can go through Dr. Kent's clinical cases, which are there like a vintage edition. If you click on the same, you can see that these are cured cases from century ago. It's like something you are carrying in your pocket, which is there from 1 or 2 centuries ago, isn't it? Along with this, there is a study on the homeopathic pioneers. When we click on this option, we will be able to access their life and contribution along with the work in detail. The thesis guidelines will guide you as to what all proper guidelines should be taken in the case. The group symptom option has all the information about the group symptoms that we see. Say, for example, in calcarea, we can see the family member of calcarea, the characteristic, the constitution, and also the mind of this group symptom. So, this is so useful if you want to revise anything when we are on the go. It has a section of homeopathic dictionary where you can read about any word that you are stuck upon, and it has a homeopathic meaning. As we had done in our medical college, we also have a section of Viva questions, question bank, and multiple choice. This section has not only the question banks from homeopathic topics, but also from allopathic topics, that is pathology, physiology, etc. So as you see, we can go through this section and it is all very self-explanatory. Now coming up to the last and most useful, fascinating session, that is useful tips. A picture is worth 100 words, isn't it? To boost the confidence in our patient and to share it with our Homepath friends, Hompath has introduced a wide range of promotional flyers that you can use in your social media and promote our homeopathy. This section has flyers related to the amazing facts about human body, celebrities promoting homeopathy both nationally and internationally. There are clinical tips, diet and nutrition health tips. This can be shared on your social circles. To conclude, we also have a profile setting option for physician. You can edit and fill it as per your convenience. The backup option, that is the second in the physician option, saves the data with the automatic setting, and we can suggest to keep it on auto backup mode to avoid any data erase. You just have to click on auto backup, save the setting and forget. Along with the training doctors who are available Monday to Saturday round the clock, we do have a dedicated technical team wherein you can chat or contact us. This is provided at the end of the screen. The information section also shares a sneak peek from our founder, Dr. Jawahar Shah. You can go through the same and you can read about him. So, friends, with this, we reach to the end of this training session. Not to forget, we also have softwares for Windows and Mac versions which are compatible both with desktops and laptops. If you have any further questions or need additional support in inquiring the same or purchase of any of the softwares or mobile applications that you have seen by now, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. Thank you for participating. We believe that by effectively utilizing this tool, we can improve and enhance our daily homeopathic practice. Until the next session, take care. Bye bye.